up to? What y'all up to? What are you up to? We got 9 more minutes to go. Figure out what y'all want to talk about. Together. Y'all having a good Friday? Hey, hey, hey! Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Make sure y'all figure out what get your comments. Should be excited. I'm excited too. Much love. How is they It's a vibe. I don't know. Let's get going. Yes, sir. I may have to pop in a little early. I'm excited. I'm ready to get this conversation started. Give me a thumbs up. Good. You got your subject ready? comfortable, sip, drink, do whatever you do. Let's go. Thunder and lightning and rain. Get in here, get in here. You or led, whatever you want to talk about. Rain tonight. Yes. Hey, Queen Bee. Welcome, welcome. You're gonna love it here. Stick around, stay. Yes. That's a good. Let's get into it. There you go. All right. Let's go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One more minute. Let's get our friends in here. Ooh, it's a good one. Hey, Honesty Love. All right. This is anything, please drop your topics. Happy Friday. Hey, friends. I jumped in on y'all with the, oh, she's gonna take 10 minutes and she gonna be by y'all self and we just gonna be here talking to each other. Psych. I jumped in and gave y'all a little bit of pre-workup behind the scenes. Wasn't much, my makeup was already done or whatever, but just kind of how I get my mind ready. You know, I go from being pumped up to closing my eyes and taking it all in to doing a little prayer and everything. So if you know, you know, if you saw, you saw. You see what I do to get ready for to hit that like button, or I'm sorry, to hit that go live button. But speaking of hitting the like button, welcome. There was a few of you that chimed in like, I'm new. Hey, welcome. I promise you'll like it here. If you like a dose of positivity, a dose of, you know, a little bit of ratchetness sneaks in every now and then, you know, politics, gossip, this, that, we do it all over here. But the main thing is we keep it positive, we keep it classy. That's all it is. There's a way to be a little ratchet and classy. I mean, you know, so stick around, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you like this video. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button for sure. And so again, if you're new, I'm Melissa Berrien. I'm your host for tonight, and this is our Friday Night Live. Join us every day. I know. Did she say every day? Yes, every day. 4 o'clock on the West Coast and 7 o'clock on the East Coast. I've been giving these guys this week, I've been giving you guys a treat of coming in the morning, and that'll just be a treat, and it is what it is, and I do it when I can, but for the most part I am here every day. So anyway, hey KT, so let me show you what we do, KT. Let me show you how it is. It's very personal over here, and I vow, even, you know what, I probably will have a live when I have hundreds of thousands of people watching. I'm gonna be sitting here going, hey KT, hey Joanne Matthews. We're gonna fall asleep just on my hellos, but because I just can't take it I can't take it lightly that you guys treat me the way I treat my favorite YouTubers. I'm waiting. When I see that so-and-so is gonna go live, I'm waiting, and I don't take it lightly. So go in, get comfortable, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't noticed already, my friends, look, my margarita kicking in. My friends, they already talking. They already know. They already know what I'm gonna do. So jump in, okay? And again, if the topic is a tad bit personal, shoot me an email. I'll be checking it throughout the live to make sure. I won't say who sent it, but we can talk about it. It's all good. So anyway, let's see. Royalty was ready. So I came in, I said, hey y'all, it's Friday. Finally, get in here. So we talk about everything and absolutely nothing at all. Royalty, hey everybody, put them hands up and wave them in the air, just like you just don't care. Hey. I'm here. April says she's here, girl. Welcome back. That's right, Royalty. April says, hey lady, hey April, good to see you. Just me. She's a staple here. She's a mom. She's right here. And I need to give a few of you guys some wrenches also, so that you can kind of filter through the comments and moderate. So give me a big old heart if you want to be on. Of course, it has to be somebody that I know your name. I've seen you around, and I know you know who you are or whatever. So give me a cute little heart so I know you want to be a mod. Pamela says, hey girl, hey. Hello from Geraldine. Hey Geraldine, good to see you again. Royalty is excited. She can't contain herself because she already knows. I love the music. The music puts me where I need to be. I may change it to a little bit more trappier, you know, just depending on what we're talking about or whatever, but that right there gets me going. Hello from Joanne. Hey Joanne. Gilda, good to see you again, Gilda. Good to see you again, Joanne. Absolutely. I'm happy it's Friday. Me too. Even though I don't do too much of anything throughout the week, you know, but I think it's so interesting. People that know me go, oh, you need to go live and vlog. But to me, I'm like, I'm not doing anything. But, you know, I guess I just had that presence. But I'm not quite there yet where I'm just going to be like vlogging. But anyway, I am happy that it's Friday. Royalty Queen, thumbs up. Pamela, okay, Pamela has her topic. We got some hearts dropped. We got the thumbs up. Drop like if you are topic ready. I don't have a topic. Well, you know what? By the time we finish talking about something, you might think of a topic and drop it down below, and we talk about it. It is what it is. You know how we do. No pressure. No pressure. It's viewer led tonight, so let's go. I have a topic. Gilda's dancing. Don't hurt your knees, girl. Don't hurt your knees. Pamela has a like. Pamela says it's thundering and raining. So again, if you're on the East Coast, they have that storm coming through. And yeah, so stay safe and take cover if you need to be. Queen B is new here. I already shouted you out, girl. How you like it so far? Leave a comment down below. Let me know if it feels like home. It might feel like home. It might feel like my house. Either way it go, it feels good. Do we post our topics? Yes, post your topics in the comment section. You already know I'm going down right now live and in color to get to where we're going. Post your topics, post your topics. like, email the private topic. So again, y'all know how I get down. There's pretty much nothing that I wouldn't talk about, or at least cover or allow you guys to talk about it. So if it's something that's like, man, I don't want to say that I'm the one that's saying it, shoot me an email. I'll check my email throughout the live. And this is my email address. It's melissaberry0@gmail.com. How do you feel about kids getting vaccinated? Boy, Pamela came out the box. She came out with it. Okay, all right. First of all, I'm serving y'all a little Sherry Shepherd. And it's okay. It's Friday. I'm giving y'all Sherry Shepherd today. Okay. We already talked about these girls. We one of the questions last week was, what would you change about yourself? I think I'd get a breast reduction, but I've had an opportunity to get one, but I was just too afraid. Like, the military pretty much paid for it, whatever. But I'm too afraid. I'm too afraid of whatever. But these girls here, they came to the live to play. Jeez. Anyway, what do I think about kids being vaccinated? I think it's the parents' personal choice, to be perfectly honest with you. You, hopefully as an informed parent, you do your research on any vaccine. There are some vaccines that's a hard no for me. And I didn't let my kids get it, period. But the other ones, I say, okay, yeah, we can get those. So again, if you're talking specifically about COVID, it's the people's personal choice. I believe that it's people's personal choice to get the COVID vaccine or not to get the COVID vaccine. I really don't care. I think that this whole press, so I'm going to take the conversation forward. This whole door-to-door thing that Biden is suggesting, and this whole press thing that people are really, really pressing to get people to get vaccinated. I really don't think that that's going to be helpful. And to me, it just kind of solidifies some people on the right's stance that people are, they're trying to force their rights or whatever. So yeah, that's just my thing. It's personal. It's a personal thing, just like anything else. I do have a problem, or I do think I'm a little distracted because I see the comments and I want to know what's going on. But I'll find out as I scroll down. But we're sending condolences, I think. But I do think that it's kind of putting kids in danger if certain vaccines. So people that are completely against vaccinations and they want to send their kids to school. And sometimes, they're definitely putting their kids at risk, but they're also putting the teachers at risk. So it doesn't mean that the kid's going to catch a bug or whatever in school, but they might catch something, and hopefully the teacher 9 times out of 10 immune from it. So it's an educated but personal, very personal choice that people have. People run a risk whether they're taking a vaccine or not. So hopefully when people, I wish everyone just make it a personal choice. Honesty Love says, hey girl, hey, how you doing? I don't think I've seen that name before. Let me know if you're new around here. Hey, welcome Queen Bee. So Queen Bee, that's what we do. You get your welcomes and everything. And then the more you come back, the more we see your name, because the conversations are very personal here and very women inspired and inspiration. And I like to say I'm YouTube's women's cheerleader. I don't want to be the coach. I want to be the cheerleader. It's one thing to be the coach, but it's another thing. Cheerleader gets the crowd going, gets the team going, and everybody going. No matter what the coach says, the cheerleaders get it together, you're going to win. And you can win. So anyway, Jaheim says, hey, Melissa, good to see you again, Jaheim. Yeah. So another question, will you go somewhere by yourself even when you can't get others to go? I like comedy, and it looks like I'll be going by myself tonight. Absolutely. I do it all the time. I have, and I do. And if I know you like I know you, you're very comfortable with yourself. It's odd the very first time you do it. Thankfully, you guys have cell phones and stuff nowadays. But back in the day when I used to do it, we didn't have, that technology to kind of hold on to and pretend you're texting somebody or whatever. But absolutely, I travel by myself. I've stayed in hotels by myself intentionally. Like, oh, I need a long time. I'm going. See you later type thing. But definitely movies, all of that. Absolutely go. Have fun. Have fun. Okay, honestly, my bad. I see you. You've been subscribed. Okay. Good. So yeah, absolutely go. There we go. That was so professional. Love it, Pamela. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody does it their own way. And, that's just my way. New here, K-Tay. K-Tay is definitely new. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This is what we do. But today is just a little different. Sometimes I come on and I have my topics ready. But today I don't I have topics that I want to talk about. I need to stop looking over there at the comment section. But usually I'll come on with a topic, but Fridays I like to keep it viewer led. Let's see what y'all about. Because listen, this is a funny crowd over here. Yep, I can go from righteous to ratchet in a minute, in a hot minute, in like a hot, funky, diuretic minute. Absolutely. And that's what we do over here. Royalty said she is ready. Felicia Bird, hey girl, hey. Hey, Superstar Graham, good to see you again. Thank you for stopping by. Royalty. Joanne's dropping a heart. Okay, I see these hearts. Absolutely. Hello, Michelle. Linda Phillips is new. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Thank you. Guys, don't forget to leave your topics. I'm scrolling. I don't know how many topics are down there, but make sure you leave your topic down. Just if you just want to see what my opinion is, what everyone else's opinion. If you haven't noticed already, we have a platform full of very smart people with some very smart parts. And so I come on sometime with my own topic, but these people take over and it's awesome. Pamela, okay, so I'm gonna write these down. I'm gonna take these names and then I'm gonna write them down as far as mods. As a matter of fact, Miss Me Too, can you write these names down? Some of them I already know, I know personally, but can you write it down with the hearts of the people that are interested in being mods? If you want to join in live tonight, it's really a simple thing. All you have to do is drop me your, you know what, I might drop the link and then you do what you need to do to sign in. Don't think about trolling because I'm real fast on my feet. So that's that part. As a matter of fact, let me see. Let's see if I can do that. There you go. So if you want to join in, click on that steps and you can, I may invite you in. And again, you don't have to show your face. You can kind of, you can do like an avatar and just don't give the camera permission. Hello everyone. Hello, Melissa. Honesty. Thank you, love. Gilda, how you doing? How are you doing? Black Diamond. Hey, good to see you guys. I haven't been around. My nephew got killed in a car accident. I was feeling like I was going to lose my mind. He was just 18. Geraldine, that is absolutely horrible. And I'm sorry to hear that. And I can imagine with him being so young, that's probably triggered all types of emotions, anxiety, depression, and a whole bunch of things. So our thoughts and prayers, and I definitely see everyone else sending love, positive thoughts. Take your time. Take your time in this moment. Don't feel like it's a rush for you to get back to normal, because what just happened was not normal. And so may the peace of God really just cover you in this moment. Queen B is loving it. Good, good, good. Tell a cousin, tell a friend. Okay, so we're sending condolences. Absolutely. I want you all to pray for me and my families. I already did, and I will continue to do that. Absolutely. Tragedy, unexpected death is one thing, but unexpected tragedy, absolutely. And so it raises the anxiety level and everything. And so, as I just said, absolutely, I pray the peace of God and comfort over you in Jesus' name. Oh, I just read something about hot flashes. This is gonna be good. I love you guys. God bless you all. Absolutely. Take your time, Geraldine. Absolutely. Absolutely. I pray for your nephew and the family. I've been subscribed. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, I know that name, but then it looks, because I'm okay. To be honest with you, I have a bunch of loves, honest, like all the names, this like a like. if you want to join the live, let me know. Just say, hey, Melissa, I'm trying to come in. Well, actually, it'll tell me if you want to come in. I'm completely against vaccines. When my son went to college in 2017, it was mandatory for him to take the meningitis shot. I didn't want him to. Yes, when they go away to college, there's certain vaccines that they have to take. You know what? Nowadays, colleges are pretty much requiring the COVID vaccine, or if they don't get the COVID vaccine, they make it so inconvenient that it's like, well, hell, I may as well just go take the vaccine. I'm not anti-vax, but there are some that I'm like, nope, not going to do it. Hello, Melissa. Hope you had a good day. I did have a good day. If you know me, you know I'm a chill person. So actually, my day's actually going to most of the day after our live. Like I told you guys before, whenever I go live, I leave it all on the camera. I give you guys all that I have. I leave nothing behind. And so when I get off live, I'm usually very, very tired. And so my intention is to go do this, go do that, until the next live. And that didn't happen. It usually doesn't happen if I'm live for an extended period of time. So really, when I get off here, I have some running around to do. My son is on his way to football camp, so we have to get some things for that. He wants to get snacks, and we got to go to the ATM, that whole thing, and then get him to the bus tomorrow morning. So that's what we're doing on that. And I think my mom wants to go to the outlet. So yeah, y'all, yeah. I have hot flashes. How do you deal with it? How do you deal? Well, for me, I freeze everybody out in the whole house, and I just stay cool. I don't take anything for it, and really, I'm at the stage where I only feel it around when my cycle is coming on or when it's coming off. So basically, my hormones are trying to figure out what are we doing? What are we doing? You're still on your cycle, but you knocking on it, you know, that whole thing. So I don't take any supplements. It hasn't gotten that bad. And I guess I would say that I'm perimenopausal because I still have my cycle and stuff like that. And so I don't hot flash every day. Every now and then something will hit. And then I'd be like, woo, okay. But for the most part, I just make sure that I stay hydrated, number one, because you don't want to have hot flashes flashing all over the place. Plus, you're hydrated. So, number one, I make sure that I stay hydrated. Number two, I always try to keep, well, here in Arizona, we always have to walk around. We always have to walk around with water bottles. So I always make sure, even though I'm hydrated, that I also make sure that I have my water bottles. And so, yes, like just me said, I freeze everybody out because while everybody else in the house is, oh my gosh, it's cold. Me, I'm hot. And so, and I just keep cool like that. I make sure, you know, I've heard of people taking showers, but the thing about it is you just got to deal. They don't go anywhere until they go anywhere, from what I understand. But there are some people that have been on this road way longer than me. Like I said, I don't think that I'm full. I know I'm not, because I'm still have normal cycle things and stuff like that. My cycle is still regular. It hasn't started the spotting or anything like that. You young girls, y'all's looking and y'all done turned the volume down like, that don't pertain to me. It comes fast. And I used to think that too, like, oh man, that's ridiculous. That's not gonna happen to me. It is. And the first one that you have, you're gonna be like, okay, this is weird. If you're the type of person that has anxiety and you get flustered through when you get, when you're having an anxiety attack, that's what it feels like times 1,000, and it's hot and stuff like that. I even sometimes get nauseous. So, but again, for me, it only happens when my body's trying to regulate around my cycle. So yeah, you guys chime in, comment, let's help us out, help me out if I miss something, because again, that's not necessarily my expertise, because I'm just now walking through that door. Like I'm like, okay, So again, if you want to join, and you don't have to show your face or anything, but you're just like, hey, I want to join in, whatever. Here's the email address for that. Not the email, that's the link. Hey y'all, I'm here. I see us having a women's conference. I'm all in when you're ready and the universe is ready. You know what? I'm so glad that you said that, because I said that a couple of lives. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a women's conference. I have went and I have conducted some, and I'm telling you, it was amazing. And I know that a lot of people and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I know a lot of people that I used to preach to and mentor in the church world probably thinks that I'm just some backslidden person or whatever. And that's not the case. The bottom line is God takes us in different avenues to do different things. So I know that it will happen. I don't know. And I'm getting it together in my heart and everything else. So thank you for seeing that in me. And it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. She sure do freeze us out. I do. I know we positive vibes over here, but child, that Teresa's a mess. Was lying about Coco putting her new address out there. I hope she get the help. Black Diamond is Friday. This what you want? This is what we're going to talk about. We positive, but you know, the thing about it is we're not going to drag her or anything, but if that's what you say happened, that's what happened. Y'all already know I don't watch her. I did peek in a little bit today because it said something about her moving to YouTube or whatever. So, but generally speaking, I haven't watched her. God bless her. God bless her. But you know, what happened? Who said that she was lying? The thing about it is that if you're really over someone, you're over them. And y'all ladies know what I'm talking about. You know when you're over someone, like they post something, they say boo or whatever, you know, if you didn't care, you wouldn't talk about it. And that's the honest to God truth. And so give me more detail on that. Because like I said, this is viewer-led Friday, Foolishness Friday. So in all positivity, absolutely keep it positive and keep kids out of it for sure. But somebody doxed her new address already? Huh. I thought she said it wasn't findable. Whatever. I seen a little bit of that, Diamond. Okay. So y'all keep it up. Listen. One thing about it that you have to understand when you have a platform that you work hard for, I don't care if you're working hard for 100 people, 60 people, one person, 1 million or 100,000. No one's going to come on my page, on my platform and tell me what I can and can't talk about if they're not YouTuberations. If you're not from YouTube and you're not the YouTube god, you don't get to tell Melissa how to respond, who to block, what to talk about unless she opens the door for you. So absolutely, if that's what you guys want to talk about, this is Viewer Friday. Bring it on. Don't be afraid. So anyway, I started having hot flashes when I was 49. For some reason, when I started taking the liquid black oil, it helped me, and I haven't been having them, and I'm 50. Ooh, do tell more. So is it like an essential oil or you consume it orally? And I think my mom mentioned that. I think my mom or someone, I've heard of black seed oil. That's very, very interesting that you mentioned that. So again, young ladies, I know you think that's so far off. Keep these tips. I'm telling you, it's okay. Okay. So yeah, that's good information. Write that down, y'all. Black seed oil. She talked to him today and he told her that it wasn't him. They also squashed everything that was going on between them. So that means they're back together, allegedly. I think. Okay. Hey, Melissa, she was kind of throwing shots at you last night. Don't really care. I take black seed oil too. Oh, that's good. That's good. This is your channel. You don't go over there and tell them what to discuss. No, I don't. She is in her new house now with all that land, 10 acres. Very good for her. Very good for her. Again, I'm excited for her, you know. Listen, I don't hate on anybody. If she moved and they're back together and all this other stuff, absolutely. I don't have to deal with either one of them. I don't have to deal with the lawn care, the electric bill, and or Coco. So either way it goes, good for her. Absolutely. Wow, thank you, Diamond, says Pamela. I didn't hear her say anything about Melissa. Exactly. Exactly. I don't care one way or another. Not sure, Melissa. Okay. Not sure what. It's nasty, but I take a spoonful of it every day. Knowing me, I probably mix it in with something else and then take it with something else. We're talking about CC. Oh, okay. Katrina Monet Ellis. I like your name, Katrina. It's a beautiful name in your profile. Let me see. Your profile picture. Yeah. some young women experience early menopause. I had a coworker who experienced it. Yes, some people get early menopause super early, and so it's not something that you really should dismiss and be like, oh, you guys are talking about this, that don't pertain to me. You would be surprised, mid-30s, late 30s, what your body start doing. Not trees, guys. I flash badly at night. Now when I'm trying to sleep, covers off, covers on. Allison, that is me. That is literally me. And oh, sipping on margarita. That is literally me. And poor Mr. B, because it is what it is. I got the air down. I'm sweating now. Y'all starting it up, so whatever. But I really can't tell, because I'm the person that's always cold when everyone else is hot, and then I'm hot when everybody else is cold. So it's really weird. I always have. I've gotten down to the point where how do you go? Everything is exposed except like down there, and then my leg is out, and then they gotta cover up everything, and then it's super cold after everything is all done. And then you wake up about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then everything is off, and you're just like, oh my God, y'all, it's crazy. It's crazy. I used to hear my mother and her friends and everyone talk about it. I'm like, they're being dramatic. They're being quite dramatic. But I'm here to tell you, it is very interesting. It's something that you can't control. It comes out of nowhere. The worst thing is to experience it when you're in public, because you can't, you're like, oh my God, it's so hot. It's so hot. Like, I'm hot now. So I'm just going to go ahead and derobe and let them do whatever they feel like they want to do today. So I'm getting hot now. And then, yeah, so it's really interesting. And for you young girls, a lot of times moms don't talk about that, or you're not around women that talk about that. And so, take it in, listen to your body, because it does happen and it hits you out of nowhere. And then you're like, wait a minute, I just went through this whole full-fledged sweat. Why did I just do? Oh, that's what they were talking about. So yeah. And here's a secret. I called my mom the first time. I was like, I forgot what I was doing. Must have been taking a shower or whatever. And I looked, and it was a gray hair. And I was like, down here gets gray. You don't think about that when you're in your 30s. You'd be like, oh, I got a cute little gray hair here, gray hair there. Yeah, wait till you just like, just wait. What are y'all sipping on? So again, I got Miss Margarita right here. And that's what we doing. Pam says, I'm 53. God bless you. Every day, every year is a blessing. Every year is a blessing. I will shout my age from the mountaintop, and when I'm 110, I'm be like, I'm 110. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know why these, some women get to the point where they're ashamed of their age. Absolutely not. About them about them being back together. Absolutely. Not even talking about them per se. That's why, okay, perfect example. We went through this whole great big thing of So Cool and royalty. And he dogged her like nobody. If you don't know who I'm talking about, if he's a YouTuber, very flashy, whatever. He broke up with the girl. She had kids. They have 2 children together, and they dogged each other online for no reason. It was Coco and Latrice in YouTube world. They just dogged each other to no end, both of them. She went and flew out to this person, whatever. So guess what? They're back together. So it's great for commentary, but at the same time, if anyone's emotionally tied into all these relationships, you're gonna drive yourself crazy, because that's what toxic does. They get everyone else around them like, oh girl, break up friendships and all this other stuff, then they end up back together. That's that toxic love, or that toxic whatever we want to call it. And I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they were back together and Coco's back at the house. Would not be surprised at all. And that's her business. That's the truth of the matter. I have no nickel in that dime. Child, that has nothing to do with me other than the fact of my commentary, which it is what it is. Pamela, hey, my ex-coworker was 32 at the time when she started menopause. Okay, Felicia, yeah, it can happen very young. So, we just need to make sure that we're paying attention to what our body is telling us. Black seed oil is really good for you. They even find it on Amazon. Okay, Rosalind, I'm gonna have to look that up. I like I said, I think I remember my mom saying it or whatever, but yeah, exactly. It says Allison. Someone said that's me. Yes, girl. Covers off, covers on, leg out, leg back on, everything out. Then I wake up freezing cold, snatching covers on covers. I finally gotten to the point, and sometimes, so you know how our what's it, the ceiling fan isn't centered over our bed, so it's kind of like at the foot of the bed. Some days I go all the way to the foot of the bed, cool off. Like, girl, it's a mess to get that coolness, I'm telling you. So I get it. I absolutely get it. I'm falling out laughing. Girl, you already know. You already know because you had it on it. You was washing up in your 39s, 38s, and then you looked and you was like, oh no, Lord have mercy. And it was so funny. I called my mother. I said, Mom, we talk about everything on there. You have prepared me for everything. But one thing you did not tell me is that everything gets great. She fell out. She thought it was the funniest thing. She was like, oh, I forgot to tell that part. Yeah, that part. No, child, we're not being traumatic. The mister doesn't touch the thermostat. He says he's going to be glad when it's all done. That's Vanille. Like, he does not touch the thermostat. He already knows. Like, he could say, oh, you know, in Arizona, it takes, I mean, especially for the size of house that we have, it's very, very expensive. And so we try to keep the thermostat to a decent place, but 75 doesn't cut it. If I can put it on 69, I would, but I don't want that 69 bill. It's bad enough. What it is bad enough. So I get it. But it's at the point where he'll let me put it to 73 most of the time. And then not let, but you know what I mean. But I've had it to the point where I've had to get in a cold shower. I've had to change clothes. Like when those night sweats hit, oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what's wrong with me. I thought I was having a heart attack. Yes. So it's weird. You know, when that happens the first time, you know, we're not, you know, for Black people, we really aren't used to feeling flustered, generally speaking, unless we're sick or something like that. So when that comes on, the heat just goes from top. I mean, if you've never felt your feet be hot and feel like they burning, or your hands, and then I'll go, babe, touch me. He'd be like, girl, you cold. Your skin. I'm like, there's no way my skin is cold. He's like, babe, it's cold in here. And I'm having a whole internal Fahrenheit 911. I bet you anything, a lot of celebrities are starting to give Chef Carmen her props for feeding the homeless. Watch Trees try and take credit and start sharing her live. Black Diamond, so what you're saying is Chef Carmen has been feeding the homeless. That's awesome. I love people that have a ministry for the heart for the homeless and feeding the homeless and supplying things for it. That's not, I don't give to you, whatever. That's really not something that I've been quote unquote passionate about. You know, not that I don't care. I definitely care, but I really appreciate my phone not giving the message that it's gonna die. Don't start with me, girl. She's starting. Let me get this. I don't know why you're tripping, but whatever. So yeah, probably if she still feels like she has something to prove, then absolutely. You know, that's one of the reasons why, unfortunately, it's very difficult when you follow someone that does what you do, whatever that is. I would rather stay authentic in my lane, and if I can feel it. And sis, if you cut off, man, you gonna fight. Let me see this plug. I don't know why you told me battery low, sir. You plugged up. Anyway, yeah, I've already said it before. Y'all already know. I support everyone. I'm subscribed to different people. I watch different people. If you're in my lane, I try to keep it. I try not to watch so much because I want to keep it authentic to who I am and what I am. And whatever I decide to talk about, I want it to be organic. Whatever I try to do, my intro, whatever, it's authentic to me. And that way, so yeah, that's just what I do. So she probably is. I 100%. Start doing the Brazilian waxes. The gray is listen. Y'all. Miss Gray is real, and she's stubborn. Oh my goodness, she's so stubborn. And it's so interesting because I had one little friend right there, and like, it's so weird because what happens is when you groom yourself, that's when you find out that it's there, because you don't necessarily, you know, they sneak up on you. And so you're grooming yourself and you're like, what is that? Oh, she transparent. Oh, okay. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Okay, fine, whatever. So yeah, and same thing with down there. I've never gotten a Brazilian. I've never really gotten been interested in getting one. I do like a makeup one, but that's really interesting. Leave a comment down below if you yes, it shocks you because you ain't supposed to be there. And they're so invasive and they're so rude. Leave it down below. Tell me about your experience with these Brazilians and stuff like that. Tell me, convince me. I can't do that though. I can't sit up there and put my behind on the table and all. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I get a little taste of the hot flash also. Just a little piece, April. Just a little taste. Yeah, I'm getting a little taste. Like, I'm not, you know, like I said, it's around my cycle. So I can tell that my hormones are like, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? You say that you're done having these babies, but yet you still doing this. So what do you want me to do today? So I think I got to the point where I'm starting more often. I think that also happens too, where your cycle is sort of intermittently coming on or whatever. So we'll see. 43. I'm 48. Drinking ice cold water. Ice cold water is good for you. That's what I should be drinking, but I'm not. Hey, Melissa, I'm postmenopausal, a whole host of other problems because your hormones are practically everything. It's no joke. Exactly, Michelle. Like, you know, when it's almost like reverse puberty. You get these kids in puberty, they're all over the place. And I try to remind parents, I try to remind my husband, I try to remind people, like, their body, when your children are going through puberty and those hormones are trying to do whatever it is that they're trying to do, give them the same grace that you would do as someone that's going through menopause or anything else. Hormones are what regulates our moods, period. And so if the hormones are all out of whack and focusing on one thing and everything else, give them some slack. Just Felicia says, I put ice on my forehead. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. But you know, I disclaim, I've never been diagnosed with anything texture wise, but I already know ice on my forehead will drive me absolutely nuts and I need therapy. So that's a good idea. Now maybe an ice pack, but yeah. That's so true, Melissa. I'm 49 today and I stopped receiving my period 5 years ago. Wow. Listen, you got me by a year, but girlfriend comes in like like as if, okay, you didn't have a baby this month. You're not pregnant. Like, I'd always think, okay, this is going to be the month. Nope. Nope. I'm postmenopausal, a whole set of problems began. It's no joke. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because so much is regulated by by our hormones and what happens in our youth and what, you know, what the systems and everything. Absolutely. Not to kill a good vibe, but word on the streets, Treese, is that Treese got demonetized today on Facebook for threatening remarks that someone reported. Wouldn't be surprised at all. And wouldn't be surprised. And that was my first thought. But again, I don't care. I don't care. But yeah, very interesting. That is so true, Allison. Yes. So if you don't mind me asking, what are the host of problems? Like, what is it that you've seen? Because when I think about my mom and her being in menopause, or actually some people who have hysterectomies, tell me about that. Like, what other host of problems? Because I know the lack of estrogen and different things like that, that affects your bones, everything. So tell me about that. So y'all want to talk girl talk today. That's fine. That's what we could do. That's good. I don't normally tell my age because it starts up stereotypes. I want to be like you when I get your age, huh? Then they, I guess, Felicia's age game with no other coworkers. Very irritating. Now that's weird. Because first of all, they're not even supposed to have that type of conversation at work. That you can go to HR for that. Your age should be something that is on the table. I only like to say my age because it shocks everybody. And then they go through crazies and then they want to see my ID. And I'm not showing you my age. Just trust me. I have an almost 30-year-old. So yeah. But that's the only reason why. But I get it, the stereotypes and stuff like that. But I don't fit any of the stereotypes of a quote 48 or whatever. Quite silly myself. Allison, they must be why she said she took one of the videos down. Absolutely. Absolutely. She's not going to tell you everything. Y'all know that. Uniquely says, hey, Unique. And Melissa, Cece kind of threw a little shade. Okay, I don't care. I caught that too, Trina. Let me read the whole thing. I'm going to say too, Trina, because I always say we don't have to agree or whatever, and I give you guys a platform or whatever. But I'm going to read your comment, but I'm here to tell you, I don't care. I really don't. Yeah, when you tell me my husband threw shade or just me right there threw shade or Joanne threw shade or something like that, that's what I care. But anything else is irrelevant in this moment as far as it's concerned. But anyway, she kind of threw shade at you last night regarding the young lady that came on your live yesterday and told her truth. You know, I don't know what she said. And so I can't comment on what she said or how she said it or whatever. But if you think that she threw shade, I mean, it's her right. It's her platform, you know. I'm not going to tell her not to talk about me or anybody else on my platform because I don't want her coming on my platform telling me who I can and can't talk about. So, again, I always say, as long as somebody don't dox me, as long as somebody ain't straight up lying on me or whatever, they can say whatever they want to say about me. They can. So thank you, Katrina, though. Yeah, I got in my I don't care. I just kind of skipped over your comment at first, but I'll give you your voice. Absolutely, girlfriend. You got it. So yeah, I caught that too, Trina. So Mary agrees with you. Yes, I saw. That takes me back to what Melissa said. You can't tell others what to discuss on their channel. Period, Mary. Period. So that's why she's taking a break from Facebook. We don't know. You know, we don't know. Whatever Latrice said, you guys who watch her chime in, let us know. But I just saw the title because, like I said, for some reason, I still see the title of when she goes live. I don't even watch her videos like that. So it's just really weird. Like, why am I still getting these videos? But here's the truth of the matter. I don't care whether it's Latrice or anybody else. They're going to tell you what they want you to know. And some stuff, unfortunately, is public record. So that's that part. So yeah. Yes, the gray is real. It's a shocker. Michelle, she's so rude. That gray, she just show up in places we didn't ask her to. Like, don't do that. She do though. Chalmers ain't bothered by no shade. That's why she's going to keep doing what she's doing no matter what anybody say. What I should do is read it in her voice because y'all don't know her voice, but she talk like this. Child, Melissa ain't bothered by no shade. That's why she's going to keep doing what she's doing no matter what anybody say. I promise you. I was here for that video that I did about Latrice. I was commenting and creating and everything else before that one video about Latrice and then the other ones after. And I will continue to be here after that. And I encourage everybody to share, say whatever they want to say. I was diagnosed with hyperactive thyroid problems because of menopause. I can see that. I can definitely see that. I've heard of that. And that is serious. You know, you got to be careful with that. So again, younger ladies, if you're listening, you know, don't put us to the side just yet. Like, oh, they talk about stuff that doesn't pertain to me because yeah, number one, you're going to be a little bit older one day, but then sometimes these things happen when you're young. So just begin to listen to your body. Yes, a lot of people don't believe I'm 50. I take it as a compliment. Absolutely. Most people think my kids are my siblings or whatever. She definitely did not throw shade towards you, Melissa. Shannon, thank you. Like, honestly, I don't have anything against Cece. I have nothing against her, what she said or whatever. I wasn't there. You know what I mean? And so I'm the type of person, I don't listen to what someone else said to get a reaction from me. You're not going to get a reaction because you're just not. And the other part about that is, if I really, really cared and I really, really thought that she was shading me or anything else like that, I don't have her number, but I do have her email address, and I know how to contact a woman. If there was a problem, there's no problem. There's no beef. Even if she were throwing shade and she got into this, you got to know me. I don't go there. I just don't. So I'm not saying she did, but I appreciate you chiming in and saying, no, she didn't throw shades toward you, whatever. But I don't have anything against her. I don't have anything. Whatever that lady was saying last night, I didn't look into it. I didn't even go back and watch the video to see what she was talking about. One of y'all on here emailed me something and I deleted it. So just understand how Melissa is, okay? I'm combative, or I'm confrontational when it needs to be, or when I deem it important enough to be. We are all adults here, and this platform is too huge and have too much going on to be focused on he said, she said, because I don't do that in my real life. So I will not begin to do that, in my private life. Okay, shade is shade, So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's absolutely okay. And I hope that if Cece is watching or is in the bushes or whatever, that she sees my heart, like no hard feelings at all, one way or another, whatsoever. Michelle says, do you take blood thinners for your thyroid? Okay, so my chime, let me see who, Michelle. So Rosalind is asking you, Michelle, do you take blood thinners? Yeah. Doctors say if you limit your sugar intake, it will help with the flashes. I haven't tried that route yet. Yes, Allison, I believe that. And so for me, generally speaking, my sugar intake increased for the last 2 weeks astronomically, only because I was out of town, that whole thing, and I just let myself go. Generally speaking, I have a very strict no sugar regime. So we'll see. I'm going to get back into it. I told myself today, like, okay, this is it. You done ate your potato chips. You having fun. You're having fun. But girlfriend, it's time to get yourself back together. So yeah, but it is what it is. So while we're waiting on, Michelle to answer Rosalind, let me check my email real quick to see if anybody emailed me. Probably didn't. But it doesn't hurt to check. Watch me. I usually check my email from my, okay, good. No one says no. I don't want to keep nothing anonymous. Fine. Nope. Good. I appreciate the fact that you guys were chiming in, asking different things. I hope I cleared everything up between, CC or whatever. There's, for me, as far as I'm concerned, I'm okay. I'm good. Whether she threw shade, didn't throw shade, whatever. I'm okay with that. And if, part of your subscribing to my channel is to think I can get in a one-on-one back and forth with anybody, I'll call them first. If it meant that much, I'd call them first. I'm not doing that online. And that's period. I take my social cues. I take my cues from certain people, and the people that I take my cues from, they don't dig that. They just don't do that. And I like that look. That's a good look. So that's me. And anybody else that wants to do anything different, that doesn't make me better. That doesn't make me, it's just different. It's what I like to do. So yeah. I'm not getting the comments. Wait. Do you take blood to doctors? Yes, I do every day for the rest of my life, because I had nodules and I have to have a near total thyroidectomy. Wow. And all that was because of menopause. Very interesting. So when we're entering into that phase, we really have to really look at our body and listen to our body, just like kind of like how you do when your kids are in puberty. You got to watch and make sure, that the kids are developing properly, and boys aren't getting man boobs, and, your girls ain't getting. So yeah, that makes sense. It's so funny, the cycle of life, the same things that, as parents and older people age, they come almost infantile, that dependent. And then, the same thing as far as puberty is concerned. And the flip side of that is menopause. Our design is not by accident. It can't be. If you think it is, that's on you. But it's an amazing system that was created. and vice versa. I love UCC and Roz. No big deal if, and it was more so about the weirdos that were saying they were unsubscribing. She supports lots of y'all content. Okay. Let me tell you, on the note of unsubscribing, for me, as a business owner, as someone who has ran plenty of businesses where I'm providing service, whether it was when I was doing hair, when I was running the daycare and stuff like that, I learned 15, 20, 35 years, not 35 years ago, but about 35 years ago, a long time ago. As much as I love my subscribers, as much as I'm appreciative of my subscribers, and you know, people are my people, those that are for you, they're for you. And those that leave, they're, you know, I don't look at it like, you know, you're stealing my subscribers or we share subscribers or whatever. I look at it as I'm providing a service. And so, yeah, it's really weird when people get all up in arms for people that are unsubscribing and stuff like that. I don't even, I notice my subscriber count, but I'm not obsessed by that at all. And I know that's not what you're saying, Shannon. I get it. But I'm echoing what you're saying. Like, I'm agreeing. Like, yeah, it's a weird thing, but I don't own anybody. And as long as I can, that's the thing. Those of you that know me and I've been online and y'all know Melissa ain't studying any of that. I'm just here to create, and I'm here to champion behind women and get all where we need to be so that we're all influencing each other. That's where I'm at. And anything else that's going to try to distract me from that, I'm a part of it. And that's just how I am. And that's how I am in real life, honestly. I need help with the menopausal weight gain. I cannot get it off. Take your time. I know that there's a lot of consultations. Why is my oh, I know. Hold on one second. I know why. That lights, is it on? I don't know. Well, let me get off in here. We'll talk from the laptop. Cause she really is like, girl, if you keep talking, I'm turning you off. My phone. So I have my phone right here and I have my laptop right here. And so phone keeps saying low battery, like, you got 5 more minutes, but I'm right here. If it don't go nowhere, I'll just switch right here to this laptop. So what I was going to say, I know that there's a lot of evaluations that they can say that they can do to try to evaluate what's causing your weight gain and stuff. So make sure you go see somebody and just kind of get down to the bottom of what's happening and why it's happening. Is it hormonal? Is it, you know, like you said, getting away from the sugars and stuff like that? Yeah. Hi, Melissa. She did threaten. She said Coco paid. She did threaten. Okay. Tanya Harvey is saying, she did threaten. She said Coco paid someone $25 to put her address out there. The video got back to Coco. He came on and told people it was not true. Next video was reported. Wow. Okay. Well, you know, again, I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't even see the video. I didn't see Coco's video or her video. But if I have any comment about any of that is, people really just need to be careful of what they're saying and who they're saying it and how they're saying it online. Period. I don't care if you're an influencer or whatever. Someone's going to screenshot it if you're threatening people. That someone is going to take that. They're going to copy that threat, you know? So just don't even go there. Like, just don't even go there. If I miss a dose, my body will shut down and I will die. Wow. Okay, Michelle, don't miss any dosage. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm getting my son to check the switch right here. Because I'm like, why? My phone shouldn't, because everything's plugged up. Can you make sure though all those, the first and the third plug is on, like pushed, like on? Nope, not that one. Yep, that one. Nope, not that. Yep, and then that one. Yep. For some reason, my phone is saying, but I'm live, child. Yes, I'm live. Okay, so now the door opens, and now we have the entourage. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you look cute. Come see. Okay, what y'all see?
Hitman's body. Hitman's.
Switch down. They can't see
that one.
Okay, right here.
Hi.
Hi.
Hitman's wife's bodyguard.
Yeah.
That was Black Widow.
Oh, the Hitman's Bodyguard had us laughing all the way. Oh, let me see them. Those Birkenstocks.
I got these from Five and Below when we went for Mother's Day.
They look so comfortable.
They are.
Wow. Okay. They like. Okay. Bye. Yes, I am live. So anyway, if I missed it, oh yeah, for sure. Stay on top of that, girl. Back to the topic. I started off. No. Don't feel like you did anything wrong. This is viewer led. This is not. It's my platform to allow whatever we want to talk about to be said. But please don't feel like you can't. Listen. Right now, we're sitting around and picture this. We're at an Airbnb together. We all are drinking whatever we like to drink, and I don't mean that alcohol. We're sitting on couch. Royalty is over there. I'm right here. So-and-so is right there. B2 is right there. Queen is right there. Diamond is right there. KT is right there. And we're just eating and talking or whatever. So just as when you're with your girlfriends and you're just sitting around and we're talking and you just throw some shade, we throw some shade. Somebody will catch it. Somebody will not. That's just what we're doing here. And so that's the vibe that, when we finally get together in person, that's what it's going to be about. So don't ever, if I open up my platform to say, y'all can talk about whatever you want to talk about, please don't apologize because we get on something, or because if I say, you know what, I don't know, or I don't care. Just because I don't have a comment on it doesn't mean that it wasn't important enough for you to bring to the platform. Comprende? So don't ever apologize for that. Please, please don't. So anyway, I started having flashes at 13, and I always had heavy cycles, prayerfully while I'm breastfeeding. It doesn't come back anytime soon. I was a heavy, horrible bleeder as a little kid. So yeah, oh man. I used to have to go home, everything. I had horrible cramps. So I get that. But flashes at 13? Now, you know what? I didn't have flashes, but I used to feel myself ovulate. My pre-cycle pain is real. It was horrible. Like, and one day I would feel it there, and the doctor was like, yeah, she feels herself ovulate. Basically, it's like a cramp. It was the weirdest thing. Infertile Myrtle. Okay. I appreciate the response. Very absolutely. Y'all know how I get down. I just lost my cousin last week. He had thyroids. His doctor told him to stop taking it for 10 days for a procedure, and he ended up having a massive stroke and on a beach. Jesus. Lord have mercy. I am so sorry to hear that about your cousin. And yeah, we just have to make sure that we know. And geez, he was only 29. Sorry to hear, Rosalind. Sorry to hear that at all. Allison, with weight gain, you will have to eat less and drink more water. Exercise does not really help because your body is changing. Exactly, Michelle. That's what I wanted to kind of say, but at the same time, I'm not an expert and I don't want to give any type of medical advice. But what I do know is there's certain things that you just can't help. It's almost like trying to stop certain things in pregnancy. It's not going to happen. You can't stop it. Like, it's the natural progression. You're going to dilate. You're going to whatever, in a sense. So yeah, it's just, when you're going through menopause and your body's lacking. So yeah. Cece was hurt because she told her story to help someone and someone rejected her. She spoke on it and blocked the person. Okay, Gilda, here's the thing. Again, I didn't hear her tell her story. I didn't see the video. And that's why I say, let's get back to the video that we talked about yesterday. I think it was the triggers, and even talking about the confidence one. This online platform, a lot of times it can feel very, very personal. Like, I feel like I know every single last one of y'all. And in that, I am very, very, very conscious of what I say openly, because it's very personal. Like, my life is very, very personal. If I said it, and I've said it plenty of times, to get the down home, dirty, nitty, gritty part of it, it would have to be a membership. And then if you take my story after that and exploit it, the good thing is that's who I used to be, or that's what I went through as a child, or whatever. So there's no power in that. So I guess my point is, I recommend people don't say anything about anything that still has a power, that someone can still have power over them, that still cause them to be upset or whatever. I do intermittent fasting. I eat from 11 and stop at 7. Yep, Michelle, that's my regime. I need to stop saying that's my regime, but I could show y'all some pictures. I mean, I'm a 16 now, and I got down to a 12, and doing intermittent fasting, cutting the sugar out, cutting the carbs and stuff like that. Gained a lot of it back, but hey, you just got to do what you have to do, and that's what I need to do. Instead of eating that seafood last night, the seafood from seafood. Okay, seafood wasn't a problem. It was the pasta that was a problem. So I love you know what? Hold on. I just thought about something. If Joanne is still here, where are you going to the comedy at? Like, give us more of the story. So are you going? And is it a comedy show? Tell us more. Tell us more. But absolutely, I would go. Pamela says, I love the positive. Always. Always. And if I'm not, I'll catch myself because I'm not perfect. Y'all know I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. I love a good tea or a good gossip just like everybody else. But at the same time, I will not make myself or my platform be, that's the best of who I am. Not happening. I have lost so much weight that I look like a branch on a T. Oh no, Gilda. Hips. I mean, listen, Miss B, you're going too far with that now. These girls here. So again, imagine Sherry Shepherd. So I'm like a lollipop, like all this up here, and then I don't have a stomach, I have hips or whatever. So it's just really weird and annoying. But it is my body. I'm gonna imagine we're all waiting to we're at the waiting to exhale fire. Okay, I can't wait till we all get together. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. And so what I'm thinking is doing like a city tour type thing. And it don't need to be a lot of people. It's not for me to pick up and get on the plane. I was on my way to Vegas today. But then I forgot I had to take my son. But yes, pick your battles. You absolutely have to pick your battles. And in picking your battles, some battles you don't fight with the same weapons in the same battles. And so if you know anything about military, you know anything about fighting, you don't fight the same weapons in every battle. You're not going to go to the jungle of Korea and fight with those people, not Korea. You're not going to go to the jungle of Vietnam or whatever and fight the same battles that you would fight in Afghanistan. Totally different terrain, totally different mindset, totally different people. And so ultimately, like I said, I don't feed the trolls and I don't go back and forth. If anything I ever say to anybody that's offensive, I pray that somebody would have the testicular fortitude to just email me and say, hey, have you thought about when you said this, and then I'll think about it. And if I said what I said, then I'm not gonna take it back. But if there's room for thought, absolutely. But this internet space is not a good look. It's not a look, this back and forth and all this other stuff. I have it too. I feel it vaginally. It's weird. Yes, that too. Joanne says, I'm going to the Comedy Lounge to see, okay, to see Milton. Yes, go. Have fun. Do it. He's all grown now. He was, right? He was young on Comic View. Geez, I bet he looks the same. Do you think he looks the same? I bet he looks absolutely the same. I just feel like he's one of those people that will forever have the same face, but just got older. Little JJ, I'm wondering how he's doing. That's going to be interesting. I didn't try to lose this weight. Life threw me a curveball and I wasn't prepared. I got you, Gilda. I got you. Sometimes it's, on purpose. Sometimes it's not, that type of thing. So let's see. What time is it? Hour and 13 minutes. Let's get into, so I saw this meme and I thought it was the funniest thing. I said, you know what? I'm going to ask them. So it's Ghetto Family Feud. And they were like, name one thing that broke people always have. So that's the question that we're gonna try to end on. But I already know that somebody's gonna think of something else. I think broke people always have cigarettes if they smoke, always, or weed, or something to drink, always. And what else they always have? The real ghetto fabulous ones, they have every designer, everything, child. From the promos, he looks the same. Wow. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Did y'all see that the internet just went absolutely bonkers because Beyonce bought this black-owned brand, Tevla, it starts with a T. So she bought this, dang it. She bought this purse from, and now, okay, somebody, I just got an email. Sorry about that. It's all good. It's all good. I see your email, and I think you're watching. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, so everybody's going crazy wanting to go and buy this bag. And so my question is, do you feel the pressure to wear the designers that the stars have established as you're the it person because you're wearing these things, or do you just go with what you like? Me personally, I wear what I like. I don't go by, oh, Beyonce likes this or this one likes that, or I gotta break my neck to get a Birkin, or I gotta get Louis Vuitton or whatever. I actually, my favorite right now is a cute Brahmin bag or a cute I love Coach. Michael Kors is okay, but it's so funny. In the outlet, they are right here to each other. So Michael Kors, whatever. And I always go to Michael Kors, but then I'm like, let me go to Coach. And then I always buy stuff from Coach. But yeah, that is where I'm at with that. Let me see, because I feel like y'all's comments aren't coming up. Nope. So yeah. We've been on here. It's Friday. I'm thinking about coming back live, like literally late tonight. I'm thinking about it. But for now, that's just pretty much what we're talking about. And if you guys don't have anything else that you wanted to discuss, let me check my email one more time. But if there's nothing that you guys want to discuss, we can dip out of here. Hello, everyone. Hey, Irma, good to see you. Good to see you. I love when she comes in. She always says, hello, everyone, and hello, little sister. And so for those of you that knows my story about having a sister and stuff like that, I love that. It's cute. I have one person that says little sister and one person that says, hey, big sister. So, yeah. Shannon said, weed, liquor, and the audacity. Listen, the audacity. Trust me. I understand. Let me get to the studio. Okay, I'm back. Coach was my first designer purse from my mama, and Coach will remain my favorite. It was the doctor's bag. I like Coach. I have Gucci. I've had a Louis Vuitton, but Coach is just, I don't know, it just catches my eye, and I love it. I love my Brahmin. I always say that name wrong. It's the Brahmin purse. It's the alligator print with the pretty colors and stuff like that. I love those. You get them. I think Nordstrom has them. I think that's. But yeah, those are my absolute what I grab all the time in every situation. Gucci is good. Louis Vuitton doesn't really draw me. I don't know. Yeah, but I think a good Coach, you walk in the room with a good Coach, it's like, okay, yeah, it's cute. It's cute. Gucci too. And the thing is, I don't always have to have, do I have it in here? No. I don't always have to have the design where it's the signature statement on it. I don't have to. So yeah, Brahmins. She says, I love Brahmins too. I don't own one. And the thing is, they gained popularity. And so I feel like every other week they're showing me a different pattern. And the patterns are like so beautiful. I have a beautiful green one. I have a brown one, and I have a like a clutch alligator tan mixture type one or whatever. Shannon said liquor and the audacity, so that made me laugh. Coaches, yep, we got that. Yes, girl, a good Coach does it. I think so too. I love Brahmin. We got that. My favorite bags are Kate Spade. I love the color. You know what? I passed the, I don't know what it is. I don't know. When I pass by Kate Spade, it doesn't draw me in there, and I don't know why. As girly as I am, and as frilly as I am, and feminine and that type of thing, I think it's a very girly, dainty purse. I'm not a dainty woman in the sense of Yeah, and I guess that's what it is. When I see Kate Spade, I see delicate, and that's not. I'm not. I'm not delicate like that. But it's a very soft, feminine purse to me. And but now that I think about it, when I'm passing the store, the display just doesn't say come in here. But Coach, I'll be like, yeah, Gucci. I'm like, yeah, different ones. I don't know, but it might be the fact that I just like bold, crazy stuff. Betsy Johnson, her perfume is so good. But Betsy Johnson has a few weird type stuff. So yeah, I am poor. I can't keep up the Joneses. I want people to like. You want people to like me for myself. Good for you, Arma. And you know what? You're not poor. You just your income is increasing, and it is you just waiting on for everybody to come in line. But you're not poor. You are blessed and rich and prosperous. Money just hasn't reached you yet, but resources you have. And I just like nice things. I'm the type of person that because I noticed the trend. Everybody wants what do they call bullies now? The little baby dog, the pit. They're not pits. I think they're called bullies. And so now, I guess maybe a year or two ago, some star must have got a bully, and now everybody thinks if it's because you got these bullies. And so I'm seeing everyone with these bullies. And when I see that, I look at it in Hollywood as a standard thing. And so, like the Birkin bags, but it's just a dog. And for me, I just don't succumb to that type of pressure. I like what I like, and some things just happen to cost more. And I don't like what I don't like. And it's so interesting. It was funny because it was another question I was going to ask y'all. If you're in a certain income bracket and you can buy anything, the question is for you, but also dreaming. You can buy whatever you want. What is something that you are not spending a lot of money on? For me, I like towels, but I like the expensive towels for me, but I'm not buying the super expensive ones for my kids. I'm not buying expensive spoons. Now I'll buy cute mid-range spoons, utensil set, but I'm not spending $150 for 4 forks and 4 spoons and 4 knives. Not doing that. And Williams Sonoma is good for that. They'll try to get me, but I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it. What is it that you're just like, no, I'm not. Nope, not doing it. Yes. I shop at DD's and I like Bets too. Bets Boo. Okay. They have feet. I have key rings and a couple of wallets. I like to smell them. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, I keep seeing ramen bags. Yes, I'm like, how they know? Exactly, because you get them already. When I search, they show me them all the time now. Or when you go to the store and you're looking at them, yes. What kind of perfume do you like? Well, right now, I have Gucci Bloom. I have Betsy Johnson. I have, what is that one over there? Princess or something like that. I'm not I like to buy it. It's really weird. You have something that you like to buy because you like the smell, but you're not an everyday sprayer. That's how I am. So unlike my husband, so if you ask him, he'll tell you, I like, Tom Ford, I like this, I like that, or whatever. Like, he is a connoisseur. But for me, I like it just to say that I like it. I may spray for you today or whatever, but I'm just not an everyday. That's not a thing. Same thing with a watch. Like, I have an Apple Watch. I have tons of watches. I don't really wear them. So yeah, but I have all kinds of stuff around here. But the question is, am I going to wear it? So most people don't buy me perfume for my birthday and stuff like that. I did get the Gucci Bloom, I absolutely love, which internet niece, she had just came back from practice, and the girls, they like to come in here, whatever. She came back from practice, she was all showered and everything, but she was just looking bummy. She wasn't going anywhere. We wasn't, whatever. So she goes on my shelf and she just spraying away. I'm like, girl, she's like, Gucci smells. Girl, if you don't get out of here. So that's the blessing and the annoyance of having a daughter, because I know I do my mother like that too. I like Betsy Johnson. I've been following her style since the 70s. See, I don't know her from the 70s. I know her from 10 years ago. But I like her style in some things. Absolutely. Her purses and stuff like that, they catch my eye for sure. Irma, people like me for myself. Good. My opinion, if I'm not a homeowner or something super accomplished, I'm not getting a Birkin. Thank you. I love Tarjay, yes, and honey will rock Walmart, Ross, etc. It's not who you wear, it's how you rock it, period. And I'll go to the thrift store and everything else. I have not been thrifting in years, but I can upcycle anything. You hear me? I agree with you 100%. I follow someone who it's so weird to me because he's got a Maserati, he's got all this stuff, but he's renting a house. And I just think that's weird. I think that's a weird, incongruent flex. As a homeowner, I think that there's certain things that, I see the value in home ownership, but it's really weird to me to be paying someone else's mortgage, but then you got a Maserati and this and that and the other. It's just super weird. And you see it a lot on YouTube. You see it a lot with social media influencers. And it's just like, y'all got that mixed up because a lot of it just really has to do with I'm flexing. Or all these gold chains and all this other stuff. And you're renting. So weird to me. My favorite perfume is Jessica Meckenlock. It's a classic scent, but wearing that fragrance for years. I have to look up that. Never heard of it. I just can't imagine being in the military and being overseas. You probably have everything. Yeah, not so much anymore. But you do collect a lot of things. You do get a lot of things, and but a lot of experiences and stuff like that. It just depends. It completely depends. I never went overseas with him, so we never lived overseas, but he definitely spent a lot of time overseas and sent us back stuff and came home with a whole lot of stuff. And some of the littlest things, it's not the big things that he sent home. It's the little things, my jewelry box from Afghanistan. I got some oil from Afghanistan and Iraq and stuff like that. It's the little things like that where I will forever cherish, or more so than the big, extravagant things or whatever. I'm a Chanel No. 5 girl. Yes. I don't have any. And to be honest with you, I gained this, my battery's about to die, but I gained this allergy to, and that's another thing. I used to not pick on her, I used to laugh at her because we used to couldn't spray nothing. Oh my God, she's about to go into anaphylactic shock. And she developed those allergies as she got older. And guess who has them now? Like, certain things he cannot spray. Because if he sprays, I need a Benadryl or something. Or I'm itching. You'll see me itching like this. That's because I don't put stuff anyway. I don't care. I don't put on some Bath and Body Works or whatever, good one. I shouldn't use it because it makes me itch. And so it's really weird. That's really, I don't really explore perfumes, but Chanel No. 5 is an absolute classic for sure. I don't have purchased from Marshalls and Target. I have purchased from Marshalls and Target. Coach is my watch, and I don't know where it is. Jaguar. He's selling stuff. You better give the stuff back, Gilbert. Aries, it's the small things. Absolutely the trees. I still think COVID has me shook. I know somebody who isn't even in an apartment renter with the bed. Prioritize. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, it's my phone, but the phone is it's pausing because let me hang up on that. Let me add here. Let's remove her because she about to. Yep, it's my phone. Oh, wait. That's a horrible connection. Can y'all hear me? Let me remove you from the stream. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Let me remove you from the stream. See, the problem is if I end the live on my phone, it's going to end here. I really enjoyed. I'm going to go get ready for the comedy show, Sending Love. If I end the live on my phone, it's going to end here. I really enjoyed. I'm going to go get ready for the comedy show, Sending Love. Look at that. Where is it? Look at that battery. I really enjoyed. I'm going to go get ready for the comedy show, Sending Love. Look at that. Where is it? Look at that battery.
I really enjoyed. I'm going to make it ready.
There we go.
Look at that.
I'm getting a lot of feedback, and I don't know how to stop that. Let's see. There we go. Maybe that's it. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So yeah, I really enjoyed. I'm going to get ready for the comedy. So sending love. Please let us know how it was. Please, please, please. So my phone is scratching too. Yeah, it was just my connection. It was just my connection because my phone battery was dying. Latrice, yes. Yes, I can hear you. Good, good, good. So I'm on a laptop now. So you always got to be ready. So you ain't got to get ready or something, my son-in-law says. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready or something, child, whatever he be saying. You know these young folks. So anyway, it's been real. What are y'all up to? So you're leaving here. We got one person going to the comedy show. Exactly. What are you guys up to? What are you guys going to do when we hang up? I'll probably be back later because it's Friday and why not? Exactly. I made sure I was a homeowner before I paid a lot for a vehicle. Come on now. Listen. That's one thing that I wish our community would really, really encourage. First of all, the power of keeping the family together. There's so much power in that. And I'm not saying keep it together just for the sake of keeping it together, but making sure we're building homes, make sure we're building legacies. And okay, fine, it doesn't work out, you didn't work out, you split up. Making sure that we are building things for the children, for your generations. Other cultures, you know, that's their thing. It's like you get married and they, boom, immediately they're setting goals to be homeowners, even if it's a freaking tiny home. That's what they do. We're busy wearing our stuff. We're busy eating our stuff. And, you know, it wasn't until I grew up and became, you know, military spouse around different cultures and stuff. And so that's one thing that I find the value of living, especially in a neighborhood like I live in, multicultural. We know people from different backgrounds. I learned so much from people from other cultures, so much. Let me give y'all a tip. What I learned, y'all probably don't even realize this. If you're a teacher, you know this. I learned maybe about 10, 15 years ago, especially when we lived in warmer climates. We used to, and how I grew up, when it was school shopping time, think about it. As Black people, we go out and buy all these shoes, all these clothes, and 9 times out of 10, they're long sleeves, they're this. But guess what? It's still summer. And those kids are either hot as heck going to school. We spend all this money, and then by the time winter comes, we're still buying more stuff. So I learned, and if you figured this out or whatever, but like I said, 10, 15 years ago, I realized, hey, wait a minute, my neighbors, they're going to get them kids underwear, shoes, school supplies, freshen up, going through their shorts and maybe their t-shirts, and they get their winter stuff for Christmas. And I was like, what? And so for so many years, because around that time, think about it, the shorts are on sale. So even, we definitely take our kids school shopping for shoes and underclothes and socks and all this other stuff. And we go through their shorts and see what needs to be replaced. Shirts needs to be replaced, but we're shopping backwards. The people, as I like to say, but my Caucasian brothers and sisters and people of other cultures, they are not shopping like we are for the first day of school. We look, and then when you think about it, sometimes I'm gonna tell you now, for me, shoes are the thing. My kids are not walking around with busted shoes. But even as a teacher, you guys already know. You look at little Johnny on the first day of shoes, he got on the shoes from last summer. He ain't getting nothing. He's not getting anything to them shoes fall apart or for Christmas. And guess what? He's gonna get 1 pair. My dumb butt, but I still do that. Like my kid's getting 6 pair. And so I learned so much from being in a multicultural environment. And I appreciate that. I've learned so much. And hopefully, people that have been involved with me and my friend, that they have learned from me also. But I've learned so much about money and time management and managing your money and where to put your money and home ownership and stuff like that. What really matters. And so for me, I look at our culture and it almost feels like from the outside looking in, I'm like, they just don't know. Like, y'all don't know. I know so many people that are millionaires and just here and have big money, long money. Them people not living the way you think they're living, in the sense of buying what. Listen, they're the most cheap people in the sense that I've ever met. But they're very frugal. They take their family trips. They do what they need to do. I've changed my thinking about money hanging around people who have money. And, and white people that have money, or Indian people that have money. Listen, I'm telling you, you got to get to know other people. We can't be the only ones that influence each other, because we're teaching each other the same stuff. I really enjoyed live tonight. Thank you, little sister. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you always. I'm on travel watching you from North Carolina. Nice. When I went overseas, I collected crystals. Nice. Yes. You're so right. Thank you, Latrice. I'm in Chicago. I'm in my house. We need the National Guard here. It's safer to stay indoors. Listen, Gilda. I told my husband, we were talking yesterday. I said, babe, if you were the mayor of Chicago, what would you do? What's your answer? What are you going to do? He said, I don't know. He said, that place is terrible. And see, he's from Detroit. I'm from Miami. So we know inner city. We know problems. And again, we're not there. But from what it seems like, it's out of control. Like, Chicago is out of control at this point. No code. No, like, what do you do? Like you said, National Guard. What do you think should happen, Gilda, as someone that lives there? Michelle, I live in North Carolina. Pull up. I will with Michelle when I get there. I learned too from so many cultures. My husband is Australian and we have traveled to so many places. Exactly, Michelle. We learned so much. I love my people. I love being around people, but I enjoy being around other people that do things differently, because we learn from each other. Me too. Pamela, oh wow, I'm in Cary, North Carolina right now, but I'm leaving tomorrow. Oh no. Testicular fortitude. Yes. We need to encourage our children to travel more and think outside the box. They will learn so much about finances and life. Michelle, we travel with our children quite often, to the point where they often say, y'all can go without us. Please don't, and so let me see, about 6 years ago, it got to the point where our kids just had everything. And it's like, I'm not going to keep buying this, buying that. We've been blessed, knock on wood. Thank you, Jesus. Praise Jesus, that we've been able to provide that for the kids. They have everything that they need and want. And if they don't, they get it for Christmas. And so what we decided to do, I went to my husband one day and I said, listen, they have everything. I'm not going to waste all this money on Christmas and everything else. Let's take them places outside of our normal. So we always do spring break. We always do winter break. We always do summer break. Like, they're always going somewhere. But specifically for Christmas, we always take trips. So yeah, you're absolutely right. It teaches them everything. It teaches them how to problem solve. It teaches them social skills. They learn about different cultures, everything. Absolutely. Giving them those moments. And then what ended up happening was my cousin, who also has children, we now hook up together for the holidays and we travel to different places. COVID really wrecked that, because we were on our way. We were like, okay, let's do Costa Rica this year. Or let's do, we wanted to go somewhere tropical. So we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Pamela. I was in Miami 5 months from California. Oh, okay. You're in Miami for 5 months. You're from California. Yeah, it's a different beast over there. I go with what works for me. Besides, I ain't got Beyonce or Kardashian money, period, Felicia. And even if I do, they just don't set the trend for me. I'm such a non-compliant person when it comes to that. As much as I am a rule follower, and as much as I don't, I obey the law and stuff like that, that's me. Like, I'm a snitch. I'm telling you that right now. But as much as I am a rule follower, I am someone that marches to the beat of my own drum where I can. But I'm following the rules. Hello, Sheeta. Good to see you. Family over everything. That's nice. Period. That's just what it is. We desperately need a curfew, and martial law is extreme, but so are these shootings. A3 week. over the 4th of July weekend, was a 3-week-old involved in those shootings? Because over the 4th of July weekend, it was like, so that was last weekend. I want to say they said 120, or like in a whole weekend. And that's very interesting. I think martial law will work. I think, I don't know. I don't know. Because in my head, I'm like, why aren't there police posted on every corner? But I feel like they'll begin to ambush the police. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Just pray for Chicago, pray for Florida, because Florida is right behind it. I know someone who advocates for gun violence in Florida because her son died in gun violence. So she literally, at the rate that she posts the next shooting, it literally a couple of hours later, it'd be another shooting, and then overnight another shooting. And it's like, you know what? Yes, Black Lives Matter. I understand that, but we have to matter to each other, and that's on period. Some people are like, oh, you're a sellout because you live in the neighborhood that we live in and stuff like that. Well, guess what? I'm not living down there with this foolishness. Not doing it. And get me in the hood. I don't have nothing to prove for my Blackness or whatever like that. Nope. Broke people always have no shame. Bumming cigarettes, liquor, and rides. Come on now. I mean, no disrespect, and I'm not trying to trigger anybody, because there were times in my life when $20 made a difference between gas and not. So I'm not saying that. But if that's perpetually where you're at, always wanting $5, and I'll be thinking, what is $5 going to do? Like, what difference is $5 going to make? What are you doing? Going to the liquor store or something? She was shot in her little head, Jesus. Man. That is awful. That is absolutely awful. What is it? 5 weeks, you said? A 3-week-old baby, Jesus. So now what's going to happen is the the family of the 3-week-old baby is not going to look to retaliate against her being shot. So it's just a cycle. And what it feels like to me is it's just a bunch of drive-bys. Like, it's just, is it gang related? All of it? No, because the people who they're hitting has nothing to do with, I don't know. And then you have this quote code of no snitching and all this other stuff. It's like, come on. I'm from Chicago and it's scary. So Toya, are you guys, does it feel like, I don't know if you're old enough to remember the DC sniper and, when everyone was on alert because they didn't know where the shootings were going to come from. Does it feel like that when you're in Chicago? Like, I'm on high alert when I'm home in Miami because I don't know when something is going to break out, and I really don't like to be there because I'm like, I want to go home. So I'm like on high alert to be secure. So do you feel like that when you're navigating, when you're walking, when you're going to the park or whatever in Chicago? I'd imagine so, because Miami is the same thing. Biden is sending a strike force to Chicago to curb the shootings. Well, I hope. Oh, okay. She didn't die. Good. Biden is sending a strike force to Chicago to curb the shootings. I hope that they don't leave. I hope they catch him. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of when the Black advocates or the Black Panthers or whoever used to stand on the corner and stuff like that. It was something extreme has to happen. But most importantly, it's a mindset that has to happen. When you live that type of lifestyle and it's spreading from generation, it used to be a time we joke about Sha'Carri Richardson and how the dope person should have told her no or whatever. But there was a time when the dope person used to say, nah, no, Miss So-and-so will get me if I let you be on this corner. You need to go home and go home fast. There was a protection there. I'm not so sure that happens nowadays. Not so sure. She's doing okay. Thank God her uncle is an activist. Oh, good, Gilda. So I'm happy that she's doing okay. That was great news. Yes. I remember the DC sniper. I worked on the Hill when that was going on. It was scary, girl. Wow. So you worked on the Hill. What'd you do on the Hill? Interesting. I just watched that documentary. It's on Hulu, and it was very interesting to see the young man Malvo's, well, the other guy's dead, but his take on literally walking us through everything that was happening, what they were thinking and stuff. And it's kind of sick, and it's kind of I was watching it feeling kind of conflicted because I didn't want him to get the attention, because I feel like if he gets attention, then someone else is going to try to copycat or whatever, because it's like, oh, here he is on Netflix narrating how he felt. Crazy. Back in the early, it was the fad to have Chihuahuas and Yorkies and to carry on in a bag as accessory. Yes, remember that, Felicia. That is so true. Paris Hilton had everybody carrying dogs. It got to the point even for that Christmas around that time, my daughters had remember the fake dogs in the bags. So yes. Austin, Texas. Yes, Irma. So Austin is another, well, I didn't live in Austin, but Fort Hood is another place where we lived. And I am seeing what's happening in Austin. And Austin is really, really trying to show out. And it's so interesting because it's a college town. So it's like, but again, is it now the infiltration of drugs? I don't know. Gilda, yes, it is. I use body spray by Calgon. That's my smell. That's a good, listen, don't sleep on Calgon sprays. I like those. I do Bath and Body Works, but that Calgon spray is also good too. I was an early, oh, nice. I was an early childhood teacher for the Senate. Wow. That was probably very, very interesting because, of course, that's where a lot of the governing body, NIAC, and everybody is, not stationed there, but, that is there. So that's their foundation, their, what is it called? Headquarters. They're headquartered there. So that was probably interesting. Very, very interesting. Nice. Yes, it's even dangerous downtown on 4th. They were throwing fireworks at the police downtown. Okay, so the people that are being caught are these older kids, are these kids, are these adults? Like when they finally catch someone, if they catch someone, who's doing this stuff? Is it gang related? What's happening? Like, oh man. I don't even know. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I'm thinking about dinner. I'm like, what am I going to eat? I don't know. You got to go get this stuff and go to the ATM and all that stuff. I know that was random, but that's how my brain works. I just go from one thing to the next to the next. So anyway, yeah. So, okay. So me too. You make sure you are safe because I know that you are in Chicago. You guys leave on Sunday to come back. Make sure you guys are safe down there for sure. For sure. So y'all, let me see. Some think that it's not always gang related. Okay. Yeah, it's probably not always gang related. That's just, the sad part about it is a lot of times when you look at hip hop and all this other stuff, you look at the rappers and they're promoting this lifestyle and everything. But these rappers are really, really educated adults that don't come from that background. But this is what they're promoting. So, it's a trap for these kids. I lived near the Pentagon when 9/11 took place. It was took place. I was at work when it happened. Oh my goodness, Michelle. Lord, I can't even imagine. When 9/11 happened, we were living in Hawaii, so we were still asleep. And it wasn't until my husband went to formation, it was like all hell had broke loose. And then again, I was still asleep. So when he came home early from formation and waking me up, he was like, turn on the news. And I'm like, what? And by the time I turned on the news, the second tower had hit. Had hit or fell? Probably fell. I don't know. But yeah, that was very interesting. It was very interesting to not be, quote, on the mainland during that time. Teen in groups. It's going to be hard to kind of change that mindset. It's going to be hard. But that's what it's all going to boil down to. Changing these kids' mindset of what's cool and what's not cool and street cred and all this other crazy stuff. Because who was I watching today? Kwame, or yesterday. I was watching Kwame and he was like, you know what? You could tell people what they can and can't do and they can break all the rules that you want to. And you can say, you shouldn't break the rules or whatever. But he said, at the end of the day, it's about consequences. You can make all the choices that you want to make, but what the people aren't thinking about often is the consequences. And we know young brains, they think in a moment. They don't think about the longevity of you doing life because of this crime. So yeah, we just got to pray for Chicago for sure. Michelle, I'm still traumatized by that. I will definitely keep you in my prayers. Absolutely. Gilda, where did you live during that time? And if you don't mind me asking, what is the trauma rooted in? Just the fact that it happened, or what? Gilda, so am I. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible just to watch it on the news. And I'm the type of person when a big tragedy happens. So 9/11, Hurricane Katrina, and that foolishness. I had just had a baby then, but I get glued to the television. So the insurrection, I mean, it's on all day, like I'm like this, you know. Speaking of the insurrection, so we're just gonna ignore, not we, but America's just gonna ignore it like it never happened. We're just supposed to, like, just kidding, y'all. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing that something like that we saw. Like, this wasn't the 1800s. It wasn't way back then. It wasn't not televised. Like, we saw this happening in real time. And the fact that people are really, truly saying, we don't want to investigate. We don't. That tells me y'all know who's down at the bottom of it. And we all know who started it and encouraged it. But it's just really interesting, because if it was any other group, if Maxine Waters or AOC or anyone else was encouraging this type of stuff and had a rally and a whole bunch of Black people going, y'all already know what this would have looked like. So it's very interesting that it's just like, oh, let's forget about it. No. It's crazy. The teen who captured George Floyd's murder, her uncle was killed. Yes, was killed in a car accident last night. He was hit by a police squad. It was a police chase. They were not after, though. This happened in Minneapolis. I did see that, D Blue, and thank you for chiming in. You're getting the hang of it. I see you. I don't know how long you've been watching, but thank you for chiming in and adding that, because I saw that and I was like, oh, I got to talk about that. Yeah, I mean, we got to pray that this girl gets some trauma counseling, because she's going to need it. Like, not just centered around police, just in life, because she saw that, she taped it, she saw someone die, and now someone close to her dies in a similar type situation with the same thing. So, man, I pray that this girl, yeah, I did see that, D Blue. Thanks for chiming in with that. I did see that, and I was just like, man, poor baby. Chicago, I don't fly to this day. Okay, Gilda, I remember you saying that. Not gonna lie, when I get on a plane, I pray that there's a marshal on there. And in praying that there's a marshal on there, I'm always in the front of the plane, so I can see who's getting on. And I just be like, oh, okay. And I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not a little nervous when someone looks stereotypically, of course, you know, because we can't really say who, what, where, when, why. But stereotypically, if someone looks a certain way, it's like, ooh. But honestly, for the last couple of flights, I haven't seen anybody that looks a certain way. I would never be disrespectful or anything, but it's only natural. It's only natural to just kind of be like, oh, okay. I feel sorry for people that were being harassed around that time. And that's not okay. It's not okay at all. But yeah, I can see why you don't fly, but I like to fly. I had to drive from the Pentagon every day to work and see the devastation. Oh, man. Oh, man. Talking about shock and trauma. Absolutely. I'm a couponer. I used to use Caress, and now I love the Olay Body Wash. That's another good one. I have double promo codes from DSW Body Works, etc., getting stuff for free or a little bit of nothing. Wow, Black, that's crazy. You got to tell me what to do and how to do that. Her address was posted long before Coco. The new address. I know someone posted the old one or whatever, but I guess what everybody is saying is she's saying that her new address is posted. So yeah. Hopefully, you know, it's not, and she can remain safe, because as much as I think she's funny or trip or whatever, no one deserves to be doxxed like that. Now she's putting it out. That's a whole nother story, but no one should be doxxed like that. But it's public record. Some stuff is public record. I got lumps in my legs. I want this fat out of me. Ugh, Mary girl. I have the gastric sleeve surgery. I know a lot of people, Tony, that has had that and still has had problems. So really it's a mental thing too. One in particular, if you follow Darius Cooks, if you know who that is, the chef and all this other stuff, he just got lipo, but he just got lipo. He just had lipo, and then he just got lipo again. And then I don't want to say last year, it was like 19 or 20, he got the sleeve or something. Don't quote me on the actual surgery that he had. I love him dearly, but I'm just sitting here like, Darius, dude, like, you got to be safe. Be careful with that, because they'll tell you it's not a answer. You still got to do the work for sure. So yeah. So all hearts or mind are clear. If I get back early enough, or we might do a late night, y'all see that ping, hit the notification bell so that you know when I go live again, if I decide to go live. Y'all know, as I always say, someone's going to do something between today and Monday. But if it keeps it quiet and no one does anything, I will see you guys Monday, same time, same place. As always, make sure that you share this video with someone who you feel like can connect with us, keep the conversation going, that will love this channel. If you're in the bushes and you're like, oh, okay, she's not that bad, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know you liked it. You know you like that conversation, child. And that's what we do here. Friday is just kind of like viewer topic, and that's what we do. We talk about it. And like I said, I have to do some running around, get son ready for camp. I got to get dinner, that whole thing. And then I might be back. I appreciate our parents. They did the best they could with what they had. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? Even if you feel like your parents were trash and they didn't do the best that they could, I always say just extend a measure of grace to just release them from that. And that's just the bottom line. I did not have a good father figure, did not have a good father. And when there was a reconnection that took place, I was absolutely not interested. I'm not that type of person. And we'll talk about that in a different day. But that just wasn't my what I needed, once we, reconnected or whatever. But in that, even though that relationship was not something that I was interested in, I certainly forgave him or whoever else that was any type of father figure. You got to let go. And when I say forgive, I let them go. Child, listen, it takes balls and testicular fortitude to be a trash parent to me, because we have been entrusted with these children. They didn't ask to be put on the earth and everything. And so what I think is that they have to be sitting in, like, if they know that they're slacking, they know that they slack. Like, you don't have to remind them. You don't have to, like, they're living with their bad choices by themselves. So that's what I'm saying. Just release it and let it go. Absolutely. They do what they can. Everyone have fun and be safe. Love you guys. Yes, when we learn to do better, we do better. But some people don't. Some people absolutely are destined to remain, to keep the cycle going and everything else. So to each their own. That's their legacy. It's what's important to them. Good night, everyone. So yeah, so we're saying our good nights and everything. Leave a comment down below if you're watching the playback. Leave a comment. I love the interaction. At best, like this video, share, subscribe. And as always, I really appreciate you guys waiting around, waiting for me to come on. I gave y'all a cute little surprise of how I do what I do before I actually hit live and come on. So you saw that firsthand. In the meantime, see you guys. Unless something jumps off, I'll see you guys Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and 4 o'clock West Coast Mountain Standard Time. But if something jumps off, y'all already know. Y'all already know. Y'all know my email address. Y'all been emailing me, so don't be shy. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.